What's up, everybody? It's your girl Rhonda, and welcome to On the Rocks with Rhonda, your new favorite podcast. I am super excited to be here today. This is my first episode, and I'm just so excited to share my love journey, my dating journey, my life journey with all of you. I'm even more excited because I have my very first guest with me today. Many of you know him from TikTok. He's known as the Messenger on TikTok, aka Smackavelli, or vice versa, however you know him. We know him for his infamous cardigan that he wears all the time as he delivers all of the hot topics to us in his very own way. So I would like to welcome you to the show. Welcome.
Welcome. What's up, man?
How are you?
I'm good, man. Well, this is a long time coming, boy.
Yes. Yes. A long
it's
time
time.
coming.
It's time.
Yes.
I'm glad you got On the Rocks up and running. It's amazing, bro.
Thank you.
How do you
Thank
feel?
you. I feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, if that makes sense. Like I
Okay.
feel like I am finally in my lane, and I'm super excited about that. So, as we have kind of been like forging our friendship, you've been like super encouraging to me. So I want to publicly thank you for that before we jump into the show, just for all of your encouraging words, your patience. Maybe one day we'll tell the story. We ain't got to tell it today, but
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
the amount of patience
sure.
that you've shown. So I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. What's going on your side of town? Like, what's new? You have gone viral. I don't know how many times at this point, and I'm just like in the background cheering you on.
So everything is good. We've been doing this for like 2 months, and honestly, it's just been like trial and error. It's not really nothing crazy. Just me trying to find out what works, and
Yeah.
also realizing that more works than what doesn't. I've come to learn, and this is through the journey of only a couple of months, that my biggest enemy is me. No matter who I try to blame it on, no matter what it was in the past, my biggest enemy is me, because I will stop me from progressing myself. So
For sure.
once I got that figured out, man, it's just like, all right, let's run with it and let's see what we could do if we got me and me on the same side, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I think that in this world of like content creation that I am like very new to, and I kind of like fell into content creation. I had a video go viral out of nowhere and was like, oh, okay, like this is actually kind of fun. Like I enjoy this. But I think that similar to what you said, like we do kind of get in our own way, especially when you post something and you like, this is so funny, or I think this is so great, and you get like 25 likes and you like, okay, all right, like that's kind of discouraging.
25,
Yeah.
5.
Yeah. I was trying to be generous, honey, because
Yeah,
I got
man.
some with 3.
Yeah.
But it makes you feel like, well, maybe people don't think that maybe I just had that one viral video and like, that's it for me. But we can like be our biggest enemy and stand in our way. And I'm glad that you're not doing that. I'm glad that you are like really embracing the journey. Cause honey, I think we met maybe like 2 months ago, maybe
Yeah.
2-ish months ago, like in May,
Yeah.
maybe sometime. And from then to now, I'm just like, every video is thousands. I'm like, bro, you getting it. And I love that for you.
Yeah,
I
thank
love
you.
that for you. All right, so the first segment of today's show is called Love Bites. And in this segment, I'll just talk about some of my like recent dating adventures. And yeah, maybe you can give me some feedback and advice on that. So for those of you who don't know, I've been single for a little over a year, maybe like a year and a half. And I left a very toxic, abusive relationship. My ex was abusive in all of the ways that one could be abusive. And so I just kind of started dating again, maybe in October, and it has been a wild ride. People in this world, I really don't have a lot of words to say about them that would be appropriate for a podcast. But
Yeah.
recently, I met a guy on Hinge, super cool dude. We were talking for a little bit and then we stopped talking. The conversation just kind of faded. It wasn't like anything bad that happened. It was just, we just kind of fell off. And so then he hit me up not too long after that, maybe like a month later. We started talking, vibing, like FaceTiming, calling, like it was cool. And we went out on a date. The date was amazing, had a good time. And prior to this, he like bought me some things, like some clothes and stuff. Out of his own, his own generosity, he did that. This was before we ever went on a date. No big deal, but it was cool because I'm like, okay, like me and Buddy finna be on something. So went out on a date, had an amazing time, planned a second date and all of that. So after this, maybe, I'd say like a week after the date, I noticed that the conversation really just shifted. It kind of went from like, we're talking all day, every day to like, I haven't really heard from him, or I don't know what's going on, or I'm reaching out, getting like one word responses. And so one particular day I was like, I'm not going to reach out to this man. Like if he is interested, he'll reach out to me. I heard nothing from him that entire day. So the following day I reached out and I'm like, hey, like, I hope everything's well, that whole thing. And then I said, like, I kind of noticed been a change in your conversation. Like, is everything okay? Like, if you're not interested anymore, that's fine. Just kind of say that, like, let me know what's up. No, I'm still interested. I've just been super busy. I didn't really know how to take that because I'm like, you're not any more busy than you were last week. Like, what's different? Like, you still have the same job, you have the same kids. Like, did something change drastically where it went from constant communication to no communication at all? So that was fine. So a couple more days passed, still nothing changed for the better. So I say again, like, hey, like, what's up? Like, if there's something going on or you feeling some type of way, say something. Like, let's have a conversation about it. And he says to me, yeah, it just doesn't feel like you're ever excited to talk to me. And I was like, what do you mean? He was like, yeah, like when I call and you answer the phone, you're not ever, like, you don't ever sound excited. I'm not a child, baby. I'm a grown woman. Like, this ain't Chuck E. Cheese. You not Santa Claus. Like, what am I supposed to sound like? I'm dazed and confused. So I say, like, that was never like my intention. I'm not really sure what you're looking for. I do enjoy talking to you, as I've expressed multiple times. Even during our conversations, I've expressed how much I enjoy talking to you. And I wasn't bullshitting. Like, I do enjoy talking to dude. So I was like, so, if I came off that way, and I know, like, people have given me feedback about my tone and things in the past, usually in a more professional setting, never in a, like, personal relationship, but, like, in professional settings, like, I've gotten feedback about my tone being, like, nonchalant or whatever. So I was like, yeah, that wasn't my intention. I apologize. Like, I don't know what else to say. So I say, like, so where do we go from here? Do we go nowhere, or do we start over? He says, we don't go anywhere. Like, you don't seem interested, so there's nothing else to talk about. Bet. So I don't respond. I don't say anything. Now, when we went out on our date, he, like, expressed plenty of times how much he likes cigars. So I, being the generous woman that I am, bought him some cigars, not like super expensive ones, but like as just a nice gesture. Like, I know this is what you like. Let me show you how interested I am. Bought him some cigars. So Monday, this was like maybe 3 weeks ago that the whole, like, this isn't going anywhere conversation happened. Monday, I randomly get a text from him that says, oh, I just wanted to tell you how much I enjoyed the cigars. I just had an opportunity to smoke one yesterday, and I just wanted to say thank you. It took me aback, to say the least. Like, why are you contacting me, sir? Are you trying to see if I blocked you? Like, are you trying to see if I would respond? Like, I don't understand why you would reach out to me after you've already said that this is going nowhere, which was fine. I didn't have a response after that. Okay, it is what it is. Like, you bought my whole Sheen cart. Like, that's on you, buddy boy. Like, I ain't tell you to do that. But you said that this was going nowhere. There was nowhere else for this to go. So why are you reaching out to me? What do you think about that? I'd love to get your opinion.
I think that you were his plan B because no, you were his plan A, but he started feeling his plan B more and realized that the plan B wasn't what he thought it was, and now he back on plan A. But no, it's too late, bro. Nah,
Definitely
especially
too
the
late.
tone and stuff that you just had with me just now. Like that's how he was sounding. Yeah, I dipped them cigars in bleach. Stop texting me.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like, nah, I'm not off that. Nah, heck no. It ain't,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
play with
And
my feelings. I'm also a Scorpio too, so I bump that.
yeah, Scorpios ain't nothing nice. I dated one, my brother's one. Yeah, Scorpios. Me and Scorpios, I'm a Sagittarius. And
Yeah.
we be bumping heads. But yeah, I was just very surprised that he reached back out to me because he was very matter of fact in his response. Like,
Yeah.
it's not going anywhere. Okay, very good. Like, brother, please know that I don't chase men for any reason at all. So, and there wasn't enough foundation for me to even ask any like questions, right? Like my friends were like, well, did you ask when he said that? Did you ask like, well, why? Like, no, hell no. There is like, you've made a choice. You feel how you feel. And I did go as far as explaining like, if my tone was off, I apologize. But I don't know what you mean about me not being excited to talk to you. Like, what does that sound like to you?
So when
And
he said that, go ahead.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. So when he said that you don't sound excited to talk to me, that means that somebody was excited and made it sound like they was excited every time they talked to him. So that's what gave it away for me, honestly. I'm good off that.
Okay. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So why do you think, so you think that he reached out because whatever else he had going on wasn't working out and he was just doing a temperature check? Like, let me see if I can get back in with Rhonda.
Absolutely.
Now, if we were to do that, if women were to do that, it would be like,
Well,
you know, people.
y'all definitely do that.
I don't think we do it as often as men. And I think if we do that, it's not as much of a dead giveaway. Like, it's
True.
to me, that's kind of insulting to like spin the block in the way that he did. Like, you come back talking about some cigars instead of being like, I would have had more respect if he would have been like, hey, just checking in, just wanted to see how you were doing. Oh, I'm doing fine. And then we have a conversation from there. You bringing up some shit that you should have been smoked them cigars. It was only like 3, like that was weeks ago. You smoked a cigar in like 20 minutes. You reaching out about some cigars, like it didn't make sense to me.
I just feel like saying that a woman would have been more creative is an understatement because anything that a woman do with us, we not thinking that deep. So that was a classic dude way of saying it. She bought me this. It's relatable and it's something I can talk about. With dudes, we don't think that deep. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that's just a normal dude way, but I feel like it's corny though. You know what I'm saying?
Very.
That was whack.
Very
That
corny.
was corny. That was corny.
Very, very corny. Yeah. And I will say, like, in full transparency, when he was like, it's not going anywhere from here, I was salty. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I was like, damn, like, finally somebody that I like. Because I've gone out on several dates, and in the first 20 minutes, I'm like, please someone call me and tell me it's a family emergency. Because I'm ready to go. But with him, like, it was a whole vibe. Like, we went to a cigar lounge as a part of our date. Like, we went to lunch, went to a cigar lounge. I'm not a cigar smoker. I like hookah, but it was just cool, just like a whole vibe. And so when he switched up, I was pretty salty about that, but it is what it is. Since then, I have not gone out on any dates. I think right now I'm just in a place in my life where I'm just chilling. Like, I feel like I run into too many... I don't know. I run into a lot of men that want me to like lead, and I'm not cool with that, right? Like, I'm not comfortable with that. So, for instance, I was in Charlotte this weekend. I met a guy while I was out there. He told my brother-in-law that he wanted to talk to me. Now, mind you, I had run into this man multiple times at the events that we were at together. Like, it was literally all day, from like noon to 2:00 in the morning. And he would say little stuff to me like, "Oh, why you not getting in the pool?" or "Turn up," or, you know, just little stuff. And so he told my brother-in-law that he was trying to talk to me or whatever. And so finally, at like 2 a.m., he comes over and talks to me himself, asks me my name and all that. We exchange numbers. And he texts me the next day, "Hey, good morning." I said, "Good morning. How are you?" "Oh, I'm fine. How are you?" "I'm good." Nothing. So I'm like, okay. So then I tried to like start the conversation like, "Hey, how's work going?" "Oh, it's going good." Well, what? Like, what more do you want? Like, give me something to work with. Like, I don't want to be the one that constantly has to ask all of the questions, because I've also been told, this is feedback that I've gotten from men before, is that when they talk to me, they feel like they're being interviewed. Because I'm like, "Oh, so what do you do for a living? Oh, do you like that? How long have you been doing that? Okay, do you want to work there forever? Do you like," but if you're only answering my question and you're not saying, "Well, what about you? Have you ever heard of this? Have you ever done anything like this?" Then what am I supposed to do? You see what I'm saying? Like, it makes it challenging for me.
It's so hard. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, yo. I Out of every female I've ever had, like that was really my girlfriend, I never messed with somebody outside of a circle of people I knew. Like, if I met somebody, I met them. I never messed with nobody that like was in the same town as me. But if I met somebody, I met them. We hung for a little while, and then it was like, "Oh, all right, let's start rocking together." Because on a personal level, I was always the type of person, because of like how I grew up and stuff. I never was the type to go out and date and stuff. My form of dating was like, "Yo, what's up? What you eating tonight? I'm gonna go get Caribbean food. Let's watch a movie." I never really wanted to be outside with a female, because I know in the neighborhood I grew up in that's a target, especially for the type of people I hung around. That's a target. People look for people with women, so I've never
Yeah.
been that type of date. But as far as texting and stuff, bro, I never was into that. And all of the dudes that I know, they not. But the problem is females want to talk, and that's, we the ones that's wrong. I'm not gonna lie. We're the
Okay.
ones that's wrong, because, and I've been talking about this on my like live and stuff on TikTok, but men show by actions. Like, you know what I'm saying? Women, they want you to speak and then stand on your word. A real man who really like you, I feel like he not gonna have to say it. He gonna stand on business off rip. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm not gonna make an excuse for them, because if they really like you and they pursue you, then they should be conversating and they should be trying to build that, you know what I'm saying, to get to where y'all could just be chilling in the house, getting around that. But all the dudes I know, man, honestly, that dating stuff be for women, bro. We do not enjoy that. And that's just me. Like, I don't never, like, think about it. I never hear no dudes be like, "Yo, I'm about to go on a date." We don't like that junk, bro.
Yeah.
It's nothing good for us, bro. Like, realistically, we gotta pay for dinner. We gotta pick you up. We gotta do all this extra stuff, opening doors and stuff like that, which is the respectable thing. But I'm just saying, like, realistically, to think about it, like, if you stay with this man 3 years down the line, is he gonna always be doing the same stuff y'all did when you was dating? No, because now he on grind mode trying to take care of you. So I just feel like it's totally different. And I always been the type of person, like, every woman I've ever got with, I've told them off rip, I'm not gonna do nothing that I'm not gonna be able to do in 3 years. So all that opening the door, all of that, like, it's cool. I respect that. But let me tell you something. If you ever need me, if you ever short on a bill, if you ever feel like somebody messing with you, I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I show my loyalty, by putting myself on the line. So, like, it's different with us. Like, and I
Yeah.
feel like we have gotten to a point in society where men can't express how they feel because they scared of the outcome of it, and they'll be, he's an aggressive, or he's a, nah, it's not like that. It's just that, bro, we have learned, we're in our 30s now, we have learned that all that stuff is just for a woman. I got a girl best friend, and you know what she do? Oh, I want to go to this restaurant. oh, this dude been asking to take me out. She go out with this dude and take herself home. So now that dude out of $200 for nothing, and she knew before she went on that date she wasn't gonna do nothing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like, like it's hard, man. But I understand women want to be wined and dined. I get it, but women are wanting to be wined and dined, and you are one of the few exceptions. But realistically, most of them girls that go out on dates, they're not trying to really have a relationship. They probably got a date set up. Women be having dates set up for the following day, and they going out with you. What's the
Yeah.
point? Like, bro,
Yeah.
what's the
Yeah.
point, bro?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
I get that from a male perspective. I think for me, like, I don't see effort from a lot of
Yeah,
men. And
yeah,
that's what bothers me. Like, you don't even give me enough to get to the place where you can pick up food and come over and hang out.
yeah,
Like, you can't even call. Like, you
yeah,
can't even text back. Like, check in. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, I work too. I'm busy. I got a dog that y'all hear barking in the background. Like, I have
yeah,
my nephews. I have things going on in my life. I'm not trying to monopolize all of your time, but show some effort. Like, if
yeah,
I'm showing effort, show some effort. And I feel like as a man, the way that I was raised, like you said, if you're interested, you're going to pursue me. And that doesn't
yeah,
mean buying me things. That doesn't mean whining. Like, me and my girls gonna wine and dine each other until kingdom come. That's just what we
yeah,
do. Like, we're always gonna go out. I'm always gonna go out.
yeah,
That's who I am. But I'm not looking for that from a man. But I am looking for, like, call,
yeah,
text, see what's up. Like, yeah, FaceTime. If I talked about having a meeting at work, it means so much to me. Oh, how'd that meeting go? That's little stuff. That's free. That don't cost
yeah.
you nothing other than what you paying for your cell phone bill anyway. You see what I'm saying? So I think that, I don't know if that's viewed as like soft or viewed as like doing too much, or maybe men are actually not interested, that's fine too. But women do shit all the time. I don't really care what your favorite color is. I'm not really interested to hear about how well your kids play soccer and all of that stuff. I'm trying to get to know you in the beginning. Like, that part will come. But
Yeah.
I'm going to sit there and listen to that. I'm going to show interest. I'm going to remember things that you tell me and bring it back up in order to keep conversation going. If you can't do that, then I don't know. Like, you're not
So let
the
me ask you a
man for
question.
me.
Are you a texter or are you a phone call person?
I can do both. I can do
So
both.
this is a cheat code right here, and I'm gonna tell you this.
Okay.
I don't care if a dude buy you a mansion in Beverly Hills. If when y'all first start talking, he not on the phone with you all the goddamn time, that texting shit, I don't give a damn. He writing Shakespeare quotes. If he not on the phone with you, cause bro, dudes do not like texting, bro. It be
Yeah.
too much going on around you, bro.
Yeah.
If he not on the phone with you all the time, I don't care if it's silent and y'all going throughout y'all day, then that's a telltale sign right there. And that's
Yeah.
usually like what it is. Like what like even when me and wifey first start talking, bro, like we was working together and then we wasn't. And we still was like chopping it up all the time. Like that's a telltale sign that a dude is interested. Cause
Okay.
he wanna feel like he near you. Like that's one of our signs. And that's how you know if a dude start trusting you. If he start being on the phone with you all the time, it's not a thing where he want to know where you at all the time. He start trusting you, and he want to feel like he near you. Because when dudes feel like they near you, they feel like they can let that armor down. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's a telltale sign. But I can't speak for the dudes because, bruh, I don't know. And another thing might be too, you might just need to delete the apps. I
Yeah.
don't think the apps is a good thing, bro.
Yeah, they haven't really worked for me up until this point, and so I don't imagine that they would work for me at any point. They've actually done me no good, no good at all.
Do you think that like why don't you date people that you know?
Cause these niggas ain't shit. Like,
But the ones on the listen, the ones on the internet is them the same niggas. You just
yes,
don't know them. That's
they're
all.
even worse.
Them the
They're even
same
worse.
niggas, bruh.
Yes.
Like, bruh, they the same niggas. At least the ones you know, you pick and choose what you gonna and not gonna accept. Why not? Why not? When I met my wife, bro, I told you I was in a poly relationship when I first met her, and
Really?
she knew all my flaws. She knew all the females I was messing with after, like before I got with her, and She was like, yo, I'm not dealing with this. I'm dealing with
Mm-hmm.
this. You're going to have to stop this. And bro, it's either respect it or check it. But realistically, when you mess with somebody that you're around, you know their ways. It's so much harder for them to lie to you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
True.
why I always do it. I gotta meet a person first. Like if I get your number and we just met, bro, it's not a relationship, bro. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
But if we hanging around, we cool, we go to a couple game nights with friends, and then all of a sudden I'm like, you know what? Yo, what's up? Like come over, like let's watch a movie or something. It's on and popping, and you gotta tell me what you accept and what you're not. But by meeting these new people, you 10 steps behind somebody that you already know ain't shit. I'd rather try to fix a person who I know that ain't shit rather than giving somebody a clean slate and a million people already know that they not shit.
Yeah, I feel that. I think I don't know. I get the men are intimidated by you a lot. I get the um I don't know. I don't know. Men that I know, I should say. They don't really approach me. Like it's
Okay.
always some stranger. Even when I meet people like in the world in just like the natural normal way and not online, it don't be people that I know. It be just randoms. So
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe I just attract strays. Who knows? Uh,
Wow.
so so moving on to our next segment, it is called a go or a no.
Okay.
So you and I well, you were on live talking about the Chris Brown $1,000 picture thing, and you shared your opinion about how you think that I don't want to misquote you, but it's like inappropriate if a woman is in a relationship to take those sorts of pictures with Chris Brown. So give me a little bit more, like elaborate a little bit more on your opinion on that, and then I'm gonna share mine.
So I feel as though $1,000 like to go take a picture with a dude. I mean, as an artist, that's crazy to me, bro. Now we talking outside of the tickets for the concert. 9 times out of 10, if you in a relationship, you ain't paid to go to that concert. Like realistically, your dude done sent you with your girl, and you about to take $1,000 out of our household. Nah, I don't see that. But then also, like I said, my situation is different because the same way as stipulations on the type of stuff you'll take with dating, I'm just not taking that, bro. Bro, I work 55 to 60 hours a week. It's no way like I'm taking $1,000 and I'm letting you like just go take a picture with Chris Brown and like realistically, if you'll spend $1,000 to go take a picture with him, I feel like if he give you the chance, you gonna go. I just feel like that. So in my sense of feeling like that, you're not gonna meet him. He be like, oh, all right, this might be all right, and I gave you $1,000 to go do it. Nah, come on, bro. At
Okay.
some point, the foolishness gotta stop, bro.
Okay. Okay. Let's take the $1,000 out of it.
Okay.
Okay. You get an opportunity, you get pulled out of the crowd, let's just say. You go backstage, you get to take these pictures, hang out with Chris Brown for a minute, and the pictures you like on his back, he hugging you from behind, like whatever, you know how those pictures look. Is that
Hmm.
still a problem? Was it just the $1,000 that was the problem?
Yeah, that's
Or
still a
was
problem
it the.
too.
Okay, tell me why.
I'm married, bro. What are you talking about? Like what? Nah,
Even though
bro.
it's Chris Brown.
I don't care who it is, bro. First of all, I'm not. So this is a thing. This is a thing for me because I have grew up around a lot of people in the industry. One thing I hate, like even me working in sales, I got a lot of celebrity clientele. I hate when somebody get fanned out. That's a pet peeve of mine. I
Yeah.
have customers of mine that are literally like in my top five, but bro, I don't get fanned out. And I don't know if it was because I always felt like I was in this lane. I always was in like some music or like, you know what I'm saying, content creation. I don't like to get fanned out. And I don't want my woman to get fanned out. That's just how I feel per se. Because realistically, let's just take TikTok. You know what I'm saying? My junk is growing. So if you fanned out and got an obsession with this person, realistically within the next year or two, you might bump shoulders with them. That's a
Mhm.
problem for me
Mhm.
because if I get to that level and you a fanned out type of individual, that mean that with guys is different. I'm explaining it like this. With guys is different. If you a guy and you have a girlfriend and I meet you with your girlfriend, if she respect you and she pretty, I'ma respect you. The moment she disrespect you, I lost all power in you. That's just it. That's just it.
Mm.
A dude in the hood, he could be the bummiest dude in the world. If he riding through the hood on a bicycle and his girl bad as heck on the handlebars, every nigga in the hood gonna be like, that boy doing something right because he
Mm.
got a baddie on the hill, and that's how we look at stuff because we forget that at the end of the day we all animals, bro. We are
Mhm.
all animals, and you are judged by the woman that you have and how you keep her. That's just how
Mhm.
it is. So if you fly as heck and everything like that, and your woman bummy, dude's gonna be looking like, bro, that's a representation of him. Just like we a representation of y'all, but we give each other more slack for how we treat our women when y'all not around.
Okay, okay. You dropping gems. You might have
I'm
changed
just
my
saying.
mind a little bit. So I
I'm
had
just
the same
saying.
conversation with some friends of mine. All of them are married. Three girlfriends of mine, and all of them are married. One of my friends was like, "It's an absolute no. Like she would never do it." Um, all of them said no to the $1,000, which I
Yeah.
agree with. Like that's like my car note times two, and I have a
Yeah.
luxury vehicle. Like that's way
Yeah.
too much money for a picture. So I said the same thing to them. Like, let's just take the money out of it. One of my friends was like, absolutely not. Like, I feel like that's disrespectful to my husband. The other friend was like, I mean, it's Chris Brown. And my other friend was like, I don't know. Like, I think it depends on the situation. Like, if it's like something that I'm just doing with my girls, like if my man is there, maybe I wouldn't take the picture, or maybe I would take the pictures and just not post them because I don't want to like disrespect him. I would just have them just for me or to like show my friends and family or whatever. So I, being a single person, and having been single for a while, I've never been married. At first I was like, I mean, it's Chris Brown. Like, and in my mind, it's like, well, I'm not going to bed with him. Like, he's not saying like, let's get a room. It's a picture. But I do understand how that can look disrespectful because it's another man, regardless as to who it is. It's another man. Like, I think I gave the example like if my significant other, my husband or whatever, was obsessed with Janet Jackson and she pulled him on the stage and did something, I probably wouldn't feel some type of way. But if we were at his class reunion and it was somebody that he went to school with that did it, I'm gonna fight. You see what I'm saying? To me, there's a difference because I know he doesn't have access to Janet Jackson, but he does have access to this woman. So it could lead to something else. So that's the way that I looked at it and perceived it. But I mean, I can kind of agree. So the Chris Brown picture thing for you, is it a go or is it a no?
It's a no. It's a definite
It's
no.
a it's a no.
It's a no.
Okay.
Now let me explain this to you. So
Okay.
if a person is giving him $1,000 and he doing this 30 times a night, out of them 30 people who he made 30,000 from, if he sees something bad, he's plucking it, bro. It's no way you not plucking that, bro. She
True.
already gave you $1,000. The box is a dessert package. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
just real talk. Because if it was me and I was single, every music group or famous person we always hear about after the club, it'd be a lot of girls following behind them. They pick five of them and say, "All right, y'all come with us." Them ones that's paying $1,000 is them girls. Facts for sure.
Yeah.
Come on, it's got a little bit of bread, and I don't see that, and I feel like this is something that's wrong in our society because yeah, we think like okay, it's acceptable, it's all right. Realistically, and I'm gonna ask you this question, no disrespect, but let's just say Chris Brown was your mom's favorite artist, and this was when she was younger. I don't know if your parents married or anything like that,
Yeah, they
but
were. My dad passed away, but yeah.
okay, sorry for your loss, but
That's good.
let's just say your dad was still alive. She wanted to go to a concert. Would your mother go take them pictures with Chris Brown? Well, with her favorite artist, her favorite artist.
She may take a picture, but not like where
Not how
she
we doing,
bending
bro.
over and
Come on now.
like,
Come on. And it better be a church hug. Don't pull no waist
yeah,
in. Yeah, exactly. So, bro, the only thing that changed is social media. We accept a
yeah,
lot more stuff, bro.
mm-hmm,
Like we used to sneak back in the day and like club dance and stuff. That's our parents ain't know what we was
mm-hmm,
doing, but
mm-hmm,
now it's so tolerated that it's just like, well, what Chris Brown doing not wrong? That is, bro. Because
mm-hmm.
realistically, if you caught your daughter there taking pictures with him or how they taking pictures, you going black on her.
Yeah, that's true.
Come on, bro.
That's true.
Like
That's true.
that's just it, man.
Yeah. And that's why these conversations are important to
Yeah,
like get different viewpoints and perspectives, because I didn't think about it like that. Like I never thought
yeah,
about like if my mom were to do that or my daughter, like if my child was doing that, oh, it's upside her head for sure. Like
yeah,
I wouldn't give a damn who it was. So
yeah,
from that respect, I can
yeah.
understand. So
And
I
it's
guess,
also it's an uncomfortable situation too because it's like realistically, he doing this, but at the same time too, like picture if it was the other way around. Ain't
hmm
no woman, ain't a dude paying $1,000 to take a picture with a woman like that. She not even letting no dudes do that.
true.
Especially if she got to do that home, she'll never do that. You know what I'm
hmm
saying? So in a
hmm
sense, yeah, like I'm not saying nothing against Chris Breezy or nothing like that, but in a sense, we gotta start flipping the roles just like we do everything else, and
hmm
realize that if it don't look good from one side, it don't look good for both. That's just it, bro.
Facts. You're so smart. That's why you my first guest, because you got so much knowledge. All right, so you said it's a no. I guess for me, after having this conversation, it would be a no and not a go.
Okay,
Great.
that's what's up.
So last segment is called unsolicited advice. So one of the things that we talked about or briefly discussed, you posted a meme or maybe like a video. And what I gathered from it is like, what do you do when you find that someone, and it doesn't even have to be like romantic relationships, right? But you find that someone, instead of them holding you down, they're like holding you back. Does that make sense? So
Mm-hmm.
you're in a relationship with somebody, and when I think of somebody holding me down, I think of them being like an anchor while I do what I need to do. But in some cases, you have people who, instead of being that anchor and like holding you down, supporting you, they're like holding you back and preventing you from like going after your dreams and like doing whatever it is that you're called to do.
Mm-hmm.
So, like in those situations, like what advice would you give someone who's in a situation where they're being held back versus being held down?
Um, I mean, I don't really got no advice, man. Honestly, I feel like, and this is as real as it gets, bro, because I was one of them people. Your body gonna tell you when enough is enough. It's no advice I could give them because when you're in that state of mind, when you're being held back instead of held down, you make up excuses for, oh, it's not that, it's just this. Oh, they got to get on their feet. Oh, you know what I'm saying? I could be doing a little bit more to help them. Love is love is one of the most mischievous bitches in the world, bro. And because it's so scary, because it's like number one, it's hard for you to do. Number two, it involves so many other aspects like trust, forgiveness, that love can turn upside down with one mistake or one wrong move. So in those situations, a person has to. It's no advice that I can give. A person has to go through to understand.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you this: you go through that one good time, your ass will never have let it happen again. So the
Facts.
best lesson and the best knowledge is experience with that one. Me and you could talk somebody nose off. Oh girl, why you letting them hit you? Why you letting them cheat on you? Oh girl, he don't love none of them nothing. But when you get through that situation, I promise you, bro, that turtle shell that you got in your back from now on, you'll never let nobody pierce it again and play with you.
Yeah. That's facts. I think it's so funny listening to you speak, because I feel like that's the season that I'm living in now. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the episode, my last relationship was just hell, and it was
Yeah.
so hard because I was friends with this person for 16 years before we ever started dating. Like, that
Yeah.
was my motherfucking dog. Like,
Yeah.
that was my homie. Like, you
Yeah.
could not have ever paid me to believe that we would never speak again.
Yeah.
Ever. Like, this man has a past. I'll say that. And I was there every step of the way as a homie, like, not even on no romantic stuff in the beginning. Then we started dating, and it just became crazy. Like, what I'm doing right now, I would have never been able to do when I was with him, because it was always you do too much. Like, he would say things like, I'm a sneakerhead, so when you hit on sneakers on the sneaker app, you get this thing that says "got 'em." So I would
Yeah.
post it like everybody else, like, oh, because that's what I do. I love sneakers. Like, it's a
Yeah.
lifestyle. It's a community of people who, oh,
Absolutely.
you just bragging. Like, people think that you are showing off and all of this stuff. And so after a while, it started to like get into my head, like, damn, like, am I? Because I'm not even that type of person. Like, I am who I am. I live my life very freely. I don't have a show off bone in my body. Like, I
Yeah.
like to celebrate and be celebrated. I celebrate everybody and people celebrate me. But he would say things like, "Oh, you always got to post a picture on social media. Like, why you always got to post a picture?" And I'm like, because I like pictures. Like, I post pictures with my friends. I post pictures of experiences that I'm having. I like social media. I enjoy
Yeah.
social media. And I feel like that's okay. But it was constantly a problem with him. And it got to the point to where I'm like, damn, like, the things that I really want to do, I started to question them. Like, I started to be like, ooh, like, I never ever would have done a podcast with him, ever, unless he was the star of the show. And I would have minimized myself to allow him to shine, because I was holding him down. You see what I'm saying? Like, I was his rock. Like, I was his rock so much that he was like stepping on me to essentially get nowhere, because he didn't really go anywhere, but used me as a stepping stone to kind of shine. And so I don't know that I necessarily have advice either, but I will say, like, don't be afraid to like accept the signs, right? Like, when you see these things happening, you have to accept it for what it is and not try to make it something else, right? Like, I knew for a very long time that we should not have been together. I knew it from, like, not from jump, but like a year in, I was like, this don't even feel right. Like, you're not even my friend no more. Like, I don't even really like you like that. But those bad days would pass, and I would tell myself, oh, in relationships, you have good days, you have bad days. Like, this is just a bad day. Like, you're going to move past it, and we would be good for 2 weeks, and then it would be bad again. And so after a while, I was like, yeah, but I haven't had that many serious relationships in my life, but the last ones weren't like this. Like, I wasn't this unhappy. So I would say, like, pay attention to the signs and, like, be willing to accept things for what they are and not try to make them what you want them to be. I would also say, like, don't be afraid to talk about it and share. So I didn't share a lot of things with my friends because I didn't want them to confirm what I already knew, right? Like, I didn't tell my friends things because I didn't want them to say, like, bitch, that's kind of crazy, right? Like, that's not right. I didn't want to hear that, so I just didn't tell them. But they knew, like, my friends, I was leaving events early. Like, even when I was with them, I'm constantly on my phone because I gotta, see what's going on. I'm, just constantly on alert 24/7. Like, I'm just constantly on. And I never felt safe. I never felt like I could relax in that relationship. And so, like you said, like, when I tell you that'll never happen again, ever. Ever. The very moment that I don't feel safe, be it physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, I'm out. Like, I'm good. I'm extra
what's
super
crazy?
good.
So my wife, before she got with me, she was in a relationship like that, and I remember, like, when we first started talking and stuff, it used to be situations where, like, me, I'm the type of person, Like I just learned this from my dad, man. You always gonna emulate how you was raised. If we
Yeah.
get into an argument, I'm out. I'm out. I'll be back later. Cause I know if I don't leave, I'm gonna knock your ass out.
Yeah.
And I'm not
Yeah.
trying to do that. I'm not into that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna leave and I go to the hood, or you know what I'm saying? If I go to the hood, I get my frustrations out there. With her, it was argument, whatever she thought was law, and then it was like she used to she used to think that either getting physical or about to get physical was the way to show love. And I remember like the third time that happened, because every time I'd be like, yo, go ahead, I ain't into that, bro. And I just leave. And I come back, it'd be cool. I go ahead, come back. Like the third time that happened, I just told her like, bro, this ain't that, bro. Like, I don't know how to love like that, bro. And I done been with females that like that, and that's not me. Because
Mm-hmm.
I end up doing that, and that junk break me down in the inside because I know that's not how I was raised. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
some females that thrive off that. That, oh, he love me because he trying to keep me close. He want to make sure I'm protected. Nah, it's not that. You gonna do what you want to do anyway. I ain't trying to go through that. And I told her straight up, if that's how you want me to love you, I can't do that no more. But if you wanna do this junk the right way, where I take care of you, I make sure you good, and I hold you down, I can do that. But all that physical stuff, we ain't gotta do that, bro. If anything, if I gotta leave and come back, just let me do that. But that physical junk, that ain't where it's at, bro. I'm not trying to hurt you, bro. You ain't no nigga on the streets.
Mm-hmm.
And when I told her that, she had a different understanding for it. And honestly, I had to learn how to love her and take my time, and she had to learn how to love the right way because she didn't know how. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's something, like I said, bro. That's one of the things that I talk about with love, bro. Love, love will make you think that certain things are love and it's not. Like, yeah, you
Mm-hmm.
didn't want your friends to know what was going on because you already stated the obvious. But
Mm-hmm.
realistically, the underlying thief in that situation was love, bro. You
Mm-hmm.
was there
Mm-hmm.
because of the person that you loved from before. This
Yep.
new nigga that he was a nigga
Mm-hmm.
that you never met before. But guess
Never.
what? Love knew who
Mm-hmm.
that nigga was before you even met that nigga. And that's the
Yeah.
scariest part of it all, bro. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so I get what you're saying. And, bro, like, sometimes you got to relearn love and realize, like, bro, like, at the end of the day, if every time it's a situation come up and it's not what it seems, bro, get out of that shit, because the longer you stay and every time you fix it, you fall harder for that person, bro.
Oh yeah.
The
Oh yeah.
craziest thing in the world, they could be whooping your ass, but
Mm-hmm.
every time you come back, you fall harder for them, bro. Every time
Mm-hmm.
me and my wife go through something, it's always outside entities, and if
Mm-hmm.
when we are able to fix it, we locked in even tighter, bro. But
Mm-hmm.
that could be for the better or for the worse, for whoever it is.
Right.
Fact.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want to echo you saying like every time you fix it, quote unquote, because I think with us it was never fixed, right? Like it
It
was
was a
just
bandage.
definitely a bandage, and it got to the point to where it wasn't even a bandage. It was just like a gaping wound, and we just kind of ignored it, right? Like
Yeah.
just pretended that it didn't exist until it got to the point to where it was like I am actually the most unhappy I have ever been in my life. And I had to ask myself, like, do you want to live the rest of your life this way? Like, can you see yourself being this way forever? Because we
Yeah.
like talked about marriage, like we were actively trying to have kids, and I'm so grateful to God that that never happened. But I just could not imagine living my life like that forever. And so it took me a while, but I like you said, like once you get to the place where you like this is actually holding me back, and you like leave and you go no contact and all of that stuff, like it really does, like I feel like my life just opened up. Like I feel like I just like started over in a much better place than I was back then. So I'm just grateful. It took me a while to get here, but I'm grateful, and I'm rocking, and I'm on TikTok, and I'm on Instagram, and I got a podcast, and I'm doing my big one. So
You
yeah.
you know what's crazy? So the female that I was with before my wife, and this is something that you did too, but I'm a say it from my behalf because I don't want to put the light on you. The female I was with before my wife, before I was in the poly relationship, it was so bad that I would pray to God like, yo, please just fix this and let us work. And actively
Mhm.
like, you know what I'm saying, she wanted a family and stuff like that. actively trying to, and you like, yo, why this not working? Because God seen 10 years ahead and was like, bro, if you just let this motherfucker go,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
promise I got you. So you
yeah.
holding on to your own demise, bro. And that's why I be talking about it on my page all the time, bro. A lot of times, the stuff that we be having going through in life is, it's not always the devil, bro. It's God trying to get you through the storm so he can get you to the rainbow. Because if he give you everything you want up front, you ain't
Preach.
gonna appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, that's
Facts.
real shit right there, bro.
Facts. Lord, I'm just waiting on my rainbow now. I didn't
Yeah.
let the devil go. I
Watch.
had
As
the
soon as he
devil
get
by
up
the
in there, you gonna be
horns.
like, I've been trying 25 years to get pregnant. This nigga touched me, and I'm pregnant.
Yeah, I'm really excited about all of the things that I know that God has for me. And I'm a woman of faith. I don't think
Yeah.
that's a secret. I think you know that. And I'm just really excited. Like this, even just this podcast and like stepping out, doing something on my own. You and I briefly talked about like how this was the best thing for me. And I'm
Yeah.
just really grateful that I had the courage, that God gave me the courage, the strength, the ideas, like the way that ideas and things come to me now is totally different. Like I've never experienced life like this before. And so
Yeah.
I'm just very grateful that I went through what I went through because I definitely learned. And now I'm just like, I don't just be accepting any old thing. Like you gotta be that nigga to
Yeah.
fuck with
Yeah.
me. You got to be
Yeah.
that nigga. And I
Yeah.
ain't met that nigga yet.
Yeah. Hey, man.
So
And believe it or not, relationships and finding the one is just like when you in your house looking for something. You're not gonna find what you're looking for until you're looking for something else, bro. That's just it. Like you're not gonna find what you're looking for unless you're looking for something else. So stop looking, and I guarantee you it's gonna show up. You know?
yeah, yeah, and I know that to be true. Like I'm very much into what we're doing right now. Like
Yeah,
it's about working so I can keep my house and my health insurance and my podcast. Like
yeah,
that's what I'm on.
absolutely.
So, well, thank you so much for joining me. I've
Bro, it
had
was
the
a
best
pleasure, man.
conversation with you today. Please tell all of the listeners where they can find you, where you're located at on this here internet.
So you can find me on TikTok at OG Smackavelli. That's OGS M as in man, ACKAVELLI. And you can also find me on Instagram at Smack the Messenger. Yeah.
Yay. Well, thank you everyone for joining me for the very first episode of On the Rocks with Rhonda. I will see you next time.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.